sucks. It sucks so bad.
Hello. What film are we talking? Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter? Hello, I played Jesus Christ the Vampire Hunter in the film that we're talking about today.
My name is Muriel Barhaley. I played Maxine Schreck in Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
I'm Josh Grace, and I forget what I did on the film because it's so long ago. But I played Dr. Pretorius. Did some music, did some effects, did some acting.
My name's Jeff Moffat. I played the janitor in scene 15. This is giving the secret away. I played El Santos.
Here, Jesus, you'll need this to kill that jackrabbit albino son of a bitch.
So now it's out in the open. I've been outed. El Santos.
My name's Ian Driscoll. I was the writer of Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. I also played Johnny Golgotha.
My name is Lee Demarbre, but on my less serious films, I call myself Lee Gordon Demarbre, to pay tribute to Herschel Gordon Lewis. I also directed the motion picture, edited the motion picture, and unfortunately photographed the film too.
Yes. Actually, I was thinking about that when I was throwing some balls down the lane there.
Oh, crap.
It's like driving or shooting deer. Or even if you're trying to land a little plane. You gotta look straight ahead of you and don't look at the line underneath you, which Josh pointed out earlier. Don't look at the line. Don't drop your eyes down to look at the line. Look straight, that's your target. Fuck you. It's like deer hunting, driving, bowling, pitching, making movies, same thing.
If God exists, I'll knock over this final pin. We've proven it. What more do you need?
It's very symbiotic. Oh, that's the time we went to the beach, right?
I guess the beach would be the most fun.
We went to the beach, Ian was there.
I remember going to the sandbanks to film all the beach sequence.
He refused to wear summer clothes.
Obviously the best time I had making the movie was being at the sandbanks and staying up all night, drinking and having fun and waking up at 4 and filming our scenes.
So many good times. So many good times. Man, I don't know. I remember laying down the fake stairs at the Dominion Tavern for Phil to do his roll down.
I think my favorite situation was when we were filming this, again, a stunt with Dave, when he was playing Mary Magnum, right? And we were knocking him off the bike. We couldn't do it right, so I actually had to straight arm him off the bike. And then the bike almost hit Lee, too.
I really liked that day we filmed The Jump. I remember I was sitting on top of a roof of a car that had a sunroof and a glass sunroof. And I was sitting on the glass, and when Dave jumped over me on the motorcycle, I was shooting up into the sun. And as I panned up, my ass fell through the glass, and the glass went up my back, and I still held the shot. I think that's my favorite shot in the movie, just because when the bike goes by, the sun flares the lens, and I hurt myself pretty bad doing that shot.
My favorite memories from Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter would have to be Nancy Reeley's.
That was a good memory.
I like watching chicks make out with other chicks.
We got to film some girls making out, and that's a fun bit, too.
Well, I guess the actress that was playing Mary was not really sure if she could kiss me, or I don't know if it was just me, but I guess, ladies in general. And she wasn't comfortable with it, so we asked a friend of mine if she would stand in for her, and she did. And it was, scent lips.
Oh.
Oh yeah, on the roof there was lots of bees. That's what I remember. And I was covered in corn syrup, well, blood. And I was being attacked by bees. It was all part of the experience.
I think maybe my favorite memory of making Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter was before we even started making it, when we were just driving to Toronto, and those 4 words came out of my mouth, Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
Revelation!
On the way to Toronto and the way back, we brainstormed the entire film and drove straight to the Dominion Tavern and found Phil there, which is where you find Phil, and pitched him the idea, and he didn't think that we could make the movie.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
But, like 2 years later, it was finished and he would start in it, so there it is.
Every day we finished filming. Every weekend we went back to the Dominion and then finished off some pictures there. And that's a lot of fun.
Quite a bit, and then in some ways not so much.
I work with animals now, and that's pretty fun. He's my Dalmatian. He played the lesbian dog at the end of the movie. He played Elvis, Dennis Quaid's dog in Frequency.
If you get a shot over there, that's my lovely fiance, Sherilyn Brule Coley. Sir, yay, honey! I love you. Good job. So yeah, it's going great. It's good. Good guy. Got a well-behaved son.
Well, I get noticed a lot more when I'm thrown in the drunk tank.
Well, it's been a long time, so I've aged a lot. I got grayer, balder, a little fatter.
I'm skinnier now. I was really fat in the movie. And I've lost some of that baby fat, some of that baby Jesus fat.
I don't like taking the bus as much. I take a lot more taxis.
Currently I have a 4-year-old daughter named Anna, and next week I'll have a 2-year-old named Max.
I'm eating less beef, and that's how it's changed. No, you know what can happen, eh? You can jump really high and try to flip all the way around, but come down on your head in the springs on the side of the trampoline. And then a lot of people I know who snowboarded who did that to learn how to flip with their snowboarding. They decided that's really risky. You can really break your neck doing that shit. So I decided to stop too.
I'm completing my 4th feature film right now. The 4th feature film is a documentary called Angel Double Hero, a documentary on Mexican wrestling and the career of Vampiro. And just recently I also completed a feature film, The Dead Sleep Easy, which we're premiering at the Bytown Cinema here in Ottawa in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
For those who are no longer in Ottawa, I would like to say, enjoy yourselves wherever you are. It's kind of sad. But stay there because it's miserable here. There's lots of rain, really cold, snow, pollution. Stay in Shanghai or Boston or wherever you are, my friends, my ex-colleagues.
I would just like to say thank you for your love and support. You went above and beyond the call of duty.
Where's little Tracy? That odd bottom is totally missable. It was foamtacularly wonderful. We miss you. Come back to Ottawa at least for half an hour.
Immediately I think of Maria Moulton, who played Mary Magnum. She's living in Banff. She's about to have a baby, so Maria, congratulations. I hope that goes well for you.
Hold up. A lousy nickel?
Graham Collins lives in Toronto, so Graham, thanks for your fabulous work on Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
Free as OJ.
I gotta say rest in peace to Barbara Swift. Barbara Swift was our negative cutter. Thank you for doing the neg cut. I know it was a big deal. And Barbara Swift passed shortly after making Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter, so wherever you are, Barbara, thank you very much.
Thank you for watching the high definition version.
I don't think I have high definition at my house.
That technology didn't even exist when we were making Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
Well, yeah, I hope people appreciate that this film was shot on 16 millimeter. It was shot on a little Bolex camera about this big. And when we released the movie, we spent almost $20,000 just to finish the film. So if you've seen it on the big screen, you know, it looks good. I'm proud of the way it looks on the big screen. When it came to transferring it to video, the DVD that's out right now, I spent about $300 transferring that then. That's how much money we had left over in the budget. We spent about $300 transferring the video, and you pay for what you get for it. And I've always been really unsatisfied with the way it looked on videotape, on DVD. I always wanted to spend money to do a proper transfer. And now, finally, the good people at Music Video Distribution is put up the coin. We flew the AB negative rolls to Burbank, California for a proper HD transfer straight from the negative. I haven't seen it yet, but man, am I excited. I hope it's as good as I think it's going to be. You know, I think the movie kind of deserves it.
It's so great that now the graininess of 16 millimeter is now in high definition.
Well, I hope you enjoy it. I mean, it was a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun to watch, even after all these years. And yeah, maybe we'll do another one.
We do have ideas for 2 sequels, a sequel and a prequel that would sort of bring the story full circle.
The prequel, as Ian mentioned, is about the real second coming. It's a third coming in Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. People don't realize the second coming happened in Vietnam. It's a Vietnam War backdrop. And that one's called Jesus Christ Platoon Leader.
And then following on from that, there would be a story involving time travel and the Roman Empire and the end of the universe.
And then the direct sequel would be a movie called Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter 2, Roman Holiday. And what happens is the vampires figured out how to travel through time. They build a time machine. They go back to the Roman Empire. They take over the Roman Empire. So the Roman Empire now are a bunch of blood-sucking vampires. And Jesus must go back in time to save himself. The vampires decide they're going to not only crucify Jesus, but cremate him so he can't rise again and open the pearly gates. So Jesus has to go back in time, and there's 2 Jesuses fighting back to back. And yeah, it's going to be wonderful.
We recently did a screening of Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter for a religious studies group at the University of Ottawa. And Lee and I kind of felt that maybe there's a sort of incompetent charm to Jesus that we couldn't recapture in this day and age.
It's true, you know, there is an awkward charm about the original. I don't know, if we go back to it, you know, I'd want to shoot with all the same elements we shot the original. I'm proud that we shot the first one on 16 millimeter. I'm proud that it wasn't sync sound. We shot it with no sound. We put in all the sound years later. You know, you did your dialogue that you filmed maybe 2 years later, and you know, it's got a, you know, we didn't make the film that on purpose, but it's got a kind of crummy charm that if we remade it, you know, I'd hate to have a budget, you know, to do it. At the same time, I think movies like Platoon Leader would take some coin. I'd like to spend that money in front of the camera, not necessarily behind the camera.
So maybe those sequels will never happen.
A sequel would be awesome, but maybe in the future.
Come back next time for our next major feature film.